Hey everybody, Aaron here. Welcome back to another anime review. Today we look at Kuroko's No Basket or Kuroko's Basketball. Now, I did a live stream last week on Friday actually, and I talked about how, people said that they wanted me to watch this show, and I'm like, I don't know if I really want to watch it because I'm not a huge fan of sports anime, to be honest with you. It's not to have a disrespect to anyone who likes sports anime because personally, I've seen several sports anime in my life, and for the most part, they all have charms to them. I understand why people like them, but at the same time, I've just never gotten into them myself. And I was kind of scared because I've always heard good things about Kuroko's No Basket from a lot of people. I mean, besides the people who like Haikyuu a lot more, but I've heard a lot of good things about this show. And so everyone in the live stream was going, "Please go review it," whatever. And here's the thing, which was funny was I asked people to give me 15 likes on the video, and I would do a review of it. I got 15 likes during the live stream, so I was like, okay, fine, I'll do it. Honestly, I was not expecting to like this show that much, but instead, I loved it. I love Kuroko's No Basket. I am a huge fan. You've hooked me on the show. To all the people that my stream, thank you so much because honestly, I watched this so fast. I mean, for the most part, yeah, it took me several days, obviously, but for me, for a 25 episode show, that's a lot to watch in a week time frame. And I was watching also on top of that, you have to understand I was watching other shows too because I've been doing reviews for other shows. So I've been kind of busy. So realistically, I have been binging this in my own time, which is crazy. But you know, Kuroko's No Basket actually takes what I hate about sports anime and puts it in the forefront. Like I hate when sports anime has like these unrealistic concepts because I don't really want to say I'm a huge sports fan in real life, but I do like football, American football, I should say, and I do like baseball. But in sports anime, you always see this like kind of grandiose concept to it, like where players are able to do these weird shots and weird tricks and stuff like that that no human being in real life can do. I mean, they're kind of based off semi-realism to the terms of like some players can do really cool things with a baseball, for example, or football, but it's not ever done on a level that anime portrays it as. And here's Kuroko no Basket throwing that at the forefront but making me love it because I think the show knows that it's so unrealistic that it wants to go with the excitement factor. And that's what made this show so exciting to me. It's so much fun. Is because these characters do have superpowers. Okay, I don't care who says against that because I've talked to a whole bunch of people that have watched the show religiously and who have watched every single season and are current with it. I am not. I'm going to try to watch season 2. I'm probably not going to be able to review it soon, but I'll try to review as fast as I can. But everyone's telling me, listen, they have superpowers. We want you to understand that. And I went, okay, that was kind of scary when I heard about that. But yeah, like for example, take Kagami far left. He can jump higher than I think any freaking human being should be able to jump. You have Kuroko over there, who all he has to do is touch. He's the guy with the blue hair, by the way. He just has to touch the ball, and it shoots off whatever direction he wants it at. Or he can even like freeze time in his mind to figure out exactly where he's gonna throw the ball. It's like then you have other characters who can copy other characters. You have characters who can do trick shots from like halfway across the court and always do it for some reason. Like even though most people in real life can't do shit like that, he can do it. I mean, every character in the show is emblazed with superpowers of some sort. It seems like, and even the normal characters have some superpower to a fault. But it's fun. It makes the show exciting and fun, and I love it. I really did. I think that every episode, even if you had an idea of like Saren might win it because Saren's the main group of it. That's the one where Kuroko's team is on, obviously. And I'll try to not keep rambling on how much I love this show. Let me actually try to kind of revert back to like a review. But the concept of the show is the focus on Kuroko and his team essentially, the Saren High School, where Kuroko is the sixth man of a kind of thing called Generation of Miracles, which the Generation of Miracles were a middle school team that were so amazing at the game of basketball. They can do all these weird and crazy things. Like for example, Kuroko obviously can do those weird trick shot passes and all that. You had characters who were just like could be one man teams by themselves. You had the copycat who was able to copy everyone's moves, etc. And the Generation of Miracles had kind of disbanded after middle school, went to different high schools, and it focuses now on new teams trying to show their potential in the new field. And what's great about the whole kind of concept is that when every game comes on, even if you have an idea of like maybe Saren's going to win, or maybe you know that, for example, the other team's going to win, you don't care because the stuff on screen is just cool to watch. And I'm not a huge fan of basketball in real life. I think basketball is okay sport. I mean, I give credit to people who can play it because I know I do a few people in my family who can play basketball very well, and they amaze me with the shit they do. And it's sometimes just crazy, like the dunk shots and all that. That's awesome. And I'm not gonna say I'm like familiar with all the concepts and like intricacies of basketball. I have an idea of them, but I've never really got into the sport of it. And in this series, I actually started looking up stuff on basketball because I was like, huh, I kind of have an intrigued. I actually found myself watching a real basketball game and liking a real basketball game. Like, I watched the whole thing from beginning to end because of Kuroko's No Basket, just because of the show. And that's why I was like, I saw people tell me that they would hate to watch it because they are huge fans of basketball in real life and don't want to ruin their kind of envisionment of basketball. But I feel like anyone that doesn't like this sport maybe should watch this and be like, oh shit, maybe basketball's a lot cooler than I thought it was. Because I watched, like I said, I watched the real game. I enjoyed the shit out of it. I forgot who was playing, but I was watching it. I'm like, holy shit, this is actually pretty cool to watch. And then I watched one of them from New York. Forgot the New York Knicks versus someone. I forgot who it was off the top of my head, but they were playing. I was like, oh shit, I can get into basketball now. And it's because of Kuroko's No Basket. Like, damn. Like, wow, that's crazy to me. Honest to God, I really do dig this show. I mean, animation wise, let's talk about all the stuff that's actually good about it. Like, again, I'm going into ramble mode with my review because obviously I want to show that I really do care about the show. Animation is very well done. I love the character designs. If not, sometimes they're a little simplistic in terms of their hair color. Like, I get that they're trying to like portray these characters being different from one another, but they do it usually by hair color and like simple things in their face. Like, really, you don't need to do that. I mean, it's kind of funny, but it's something I've noticed from Production IG. They've done that with a lot of their other shows too, so I'm not really surprised by that. Um, but the animation when it works the best, I feel, is of course in the basketball games themselves, where you see the superpowers being activated. That to me like sends like shivers down my spine. I love it. I think it's so cool. Music's okay. I think the music is sometimes hit or miss. Like the opening and closing, I haven't been a huge fan of so far. I hear that they're supposed to get better with like season 2 and 3 respectively, but I wasn't a huge fan of either opening. There's two openings and two closings for this season. I wasn't a big fan of either one. The background music does work very well to kind of lighten the mood and stuff like that, and really highlight the best parts of the game. So I think that works. Voice acting wise, I like the voice actors. I think they do a very good job with what they're given with. Um, Probably, like I would say, if there's anything weak about Kuroko's No Basket, is of course, obviously, it's not gonna be for everyone. The concept of people playing basketball with superpowers is not going to appeal to everyone. I know that for a fact already. But more so, I think that at times I wish the characters were a little bit more fleshed out. We'll have to see with season 2 or 3 if they do more fleshing out of these characters. But they're very simple. It's always focused on basketball first and foremost, which is not a bad thing in its own right. But at the same time, it does hinder the enjoyment of certain characters because, like, I would love to know more about Kuroko. Like, when did he discover he was the Invisible Man? Essentially, when did Kagami really start falling in love with basketball, etc. They don't really go into a lot of these details, and I feel that's unfortunate. I also feel like sometimes some of the side characters of the teams do get pushed aside for the main characters. I mean, that's kind of like how real basketball is, unfortunately. But I kind of want to, because all these characters are really kind of brimming with a unique perspective and unique face to in terms of like the actual show. So I would love to see more about them and kind of more talk about them. More engaging conversations with them, I should say. I don't know what English I was using 2 seconds ago, but it's staying in there regardless. Because hey, I'm already like 8 minutes into this review. But honestly, given that all this stuff works so well on the show, is it perfect? No. Kuroko's not basket, no basket, or Kuroko's basketball is not perfect by any means, but it's a very well done show. That's why if I had a review between an A through F, I have to give it a solid A minus. I am in love with the show. I can't wait to watch season 2 and 3. I am gonna enjoy the shit out of my hope. I heard that if like at least for me, if I like the superpower concept of it, they go even crazier in season 2 and then even crazier in season 3. So I'm looking forward to that. I want to see it. And I will of course let you guys know via Twitter where I'm at and stuff like that. But anyways, guys and girls, as always, this ends my review. I will talk to you guys later. As always, if you do like my reviews, please hit the like button, subscribe, comment on the video. You know the whole nine. As always, until I pass across again in the next review, have a good, blessed day, everyone. Bye-bye.